Right, that you're convinced we're living in a time with more stupid people than ever. And
Yeah,
what
I might be one of them, but you know,
no.
I still feel that way.
But what has convinced you?
And then he talks about how hip hop in the culture, you know, has evolved and all of this, and but yet become so dangerous, right? If he's being honest about what hip hop really has done to the culture, if you're really being honest, you know, it's not that it's evolved into this great thing. It's evolved into a nightmare where people are literally playing it out in the streets, killing people left and right and daily. So yeah, so that's another point I want to make. And then they talk to him about Diddy and the situation that's happening with Diddy, you know, human trafficking, you know, beating up his woman, you know, all of these things, right? And he talks about, well, let's not focus on the individual. Let's focus on the problem, which was domestic violence. So it's really the system that's really caused Diddy to do these things. It's not really Diddy the man. Like, yo, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
But what are your thoughts on everything going on with Diddy right now?
I think when it comes to that situation, man, I think we shouldn't focus on the individual. We should focus on the issue. Because I think what happens a lot of times is, you know, because of the celebrity, we get lost in talking about the celebrity and not talking about the actual issue. The issue is domestic violence.
Yep.
The issue is exactly what I just said about, you know, men not going to do the proper work on themselves, and they're dealing with a lot of pain and a lot of hurt and unhealed trauma, and they're projecting that pain and that hurt on the other people. The issue is patriarchy, right? Because as long as you have a system where men feel superior to women and they're dealing with that pain and they're dealing with that hurt, they're going to project that. You know, we're going to continue to project that onto our women. So I think those are the issues that we should be discussing as opposed to talking about the individual. And we tend to do that a lot as a society. We get lost in the celebrity of things as opposed to, okay, what are we here for?
Because it's clickbait.
Yeah.
It's clickbait.
Like, Diddy brings the engagement, but right now, as I'm talking, there's a woman out there getting beat up by a man, right? And she's not going to get no news coverage. Nobody's going to talk about her.
We should say the name of Cassie, the survivor of the domestic violence.
Yes.
Let's talk more about her.
Absolutely. Just talk about the issue, Priya. Let's talk about the actual issue and not the individual.
When it comes to us, it doesn't seem to be the thing we think, amplified is the right word.
Domestic violence is an issue in this country, and it's an issue around the world. You know, men have been beaten on women. Men beat women up. I mean, it's true, and it happens. And Sean Puffy Diddy Combs beat up on his woman. Now, they're saying, well, yeah, we should be calling out Cassie's name. Say her name, Cassie. Say her name, Cassie. But when we look at it, she stayed in this relationship for whatever reasons, maybe the perks, the benefits of being Miss, you know, Diddy's girlfriend, whatever. But, you know, she stayed in that. And, you know, not to blame women for these things, but a lot of times the women stay in this thing. They stay in this thing. I mean, it's the honest truth. They stay in this thing. And so it's domestic violence, but yet at some point we have to take responsibility. So they're literally saying that they're not even laying responsibility at the doorstep of Sean Puffy Combs because, you know, we're going to blame it on, you know, the society, the construct of, you know, domestic violence. That's what we're going to blame it on. We're not going to say, oh, he's guilty. We're going to separate the man from, you know, we're going to separate the celebrity from this whole thing. You know, Diddy the man, the Diddy the celebrity. We're going to put that to the side and we're going to focus on this as a social thing. No, it wasn't a social thing that beat this woman up. It was Diddy. Okay, it wasn't a social thing that kicked her around that hotel, the video that everybody's seen. No, it was Diddy, right? He did those things. And this is the big problem with blacks in this community is that they never want people to take responsibility. They want to always, you know, make up excuses. And that's exactly what they all just sat there and did. Make up excuses for Sean Diddy Combs. That's what they just did. Made up excuses. Okay? He needs to be responsible. He paid that girl because, you know, she came out with all kinds of information, and he settled out of court with her. He paid her all that money. So again, we need to be taking responsibility, not hiding it away. Oh, it's not his fault. He's got problems. He's got mental issues. He's got this, he's got that. No, when do we take responsibility? And that's on both of them. She needs to take responsibility for what she's done in this role, and he needs to take responsibility for what he's done to her in this role. And the View and the Black America and America period needs to know the responsibility of what happened, that a man needs to become a man and stand up and say, yeah, I done did it. I apologize, but I done did it. He hasn't done that. So you can't come out here making excuses for Sean Puffy Combs, okay? No excuses. I'm sick of always making excuses. Let somebody be responsible for once. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that segment, then catch the full video right there.